Why Larry?
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask II. Besides him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the steel samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. Actually wanted to sneak into the room next door to the crime scene, but details. I think there's plenty to go on, don't you?
If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
Yes, that's what you prosecutors do. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with the prosecutors.
I mean, to be fair, that's what it does feel like.
Uh,
And you really didn't endear yourself to us in like the first case we met you. You saw his autopsy report, but did you see the updated autopsy report?
yes, the updated one.
Why were we told?
But come on, I can't think of something as complicated as that. Right, Edgy? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well.
Even though you didn't talk for like over a decade.
Well, Agent Lang knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter.
And he's probably grateful.
I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being.
So, would he be super duper friendly with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney?
That would be very cool to see if they actually meet. I mean that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence.
Uh-huh. Okay, I don't care.
Okay.
What do we even have? Doesn't matter. Blah, blah, blah. A single stab to the base of the neck.
I don't think we have anything yet. Do we? We have the bent spear, but that shouldn't be important here. And the samurai sword.
Is it even sharp enough?
No, it looks probably blunt.
Yeah, it looks pretty blunt to me.
Yup. We might have to press a little bit.
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood.
Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the tests, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with.
Yeah, so blunt force trauma.
Yes, stupid blunt force trauma. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword.
Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. That's why we have to present something.
It's pretty bloody for a beat to death.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we could present it here.
We could try.
Objection! Nope.
The statement just now stands in contradiction to this piece of evidence.
That thing has nothing to do with what I was saying. Now put it away. And your logic is so badly in need of repair that you might as well throw it out too. This is the real deal here. Your courtroom mannerisms are worthless at a crime scene.
You dare to insult the courts?
Yes.
You might actually just have to press him.
Hold it!
About this samurai sword. Have you received the report from forensics yet?
They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim.
Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon?
Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well?
I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. You know, it's possible he doesn't know about a piece of evidence's true nature.
Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Now let's continue.
Wait, is it really gonna be the samurai spear?
But he hit it against a wall and bent it.
Yeah.
But what else could it be?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
I mean, this doesn't have blood, but then again, it's a beat to death. That doesn't always leave a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I mean, do I present this?
I do not know.
Objection! Guess it is.
Okay, I guess I'm smart enough. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang?
Heh, it's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago.
I think most
Piercing,
countries did.
mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history.
Really? I would say it's the weapon of peasants. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. But I think the whip is in a slightly different category.
So, what's your point? Are you gonna tell me that the spear is the real weapon?
No, I simply want to take a look at this section here. Oh right, the sword will probably also be hollow.
Ah, it's true. Yeah. The way it's bent,
Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in this embassy earlier, and as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai's sword. How do you explain that?
Why?
Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of the better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an ear from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. The samurai special move was changed tonight because of him?
Ooh.
Ouch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion.
Before I kill Larry.
This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the von Karma way.
But it is the Phoenix Wright way.
It's neither smart nor very clever.
Says the woman who lost to Phoenix Wright.
Miss von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken.
True.
But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken, for no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose.
You all hate to lose.
It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
That may be your opinion. However, I don't believe that's all we are.
And Lang is just standing on the side like, what the hell are they doing?
Yep.
I'll kill him.
As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
He has changed so much since the first game.
He really has.
Not so fast!
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damascus II without bending it.
How?
So, what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? Hypothetically, no. I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need?
Of course. When he has evidence, even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close.
Yay.
Why Larry, Part 2?
It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory?
As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we left unturned, except all the stones behind that fireplace. And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact?
Not so fast!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all the crystal clear for you. The statue. But you can turn the statue.
But where would I present that?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
Top to bottom, I guess?
I think you need to use the picture, though. You might also have to press it first.
I don't know which of those.
Hold it!
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword.
That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
We'll have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon. Yes. If you believe that, there's no other door possibility left to open. Then allow me to force one open for you.
Not so fast!
Huh. And how do you plan to do that?
By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis?
Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in the investigation.
Not so fast!
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men.
Hold it!
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there's something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon.
Alright then, I'll play along for now. I did not ever think you would do it that way. This real weapon that killed Damask II. What exactly is it?
The real murder weapon which not a single person has yet to touch is this. The statue.
Yeah, so not the picture.
Yeah.
Take that!
The national treasure of Alabast.
You mean the Primadux statue?
Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Knock them back!
You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. Wait, why?
Okay.
Why would you, Lang, touching the statue cause a conflict between the two nations and not your own nation?
Like he's from Langxi. Like that has nothing to do with those two countries.
Yeah. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty blah, 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 statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that.
Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidels' words!
Infidel?
Damn! He's the most definitely trying to trick you! Shifu, please, let's be rational about this.
Grr. Lang Shi says, just go already.
Yes, sir.
Missile!
Shifu,
Yeah?
I'm really sorry, sir, but I wasn't able to convince the ambassador. I wasn't able to obtain permission for us to examine the Primadux statue.
Huh. I see.
Wait, but since investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
And give him a good whipping. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but the old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know?
Agent Lang.
What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. Oh, so you're gonna start a wall.
But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Ah, it's not for my country, so it's fine. Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later. Missile, go make sure the ambassador doesn't come in.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine. So if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me.
Responsibility? If we're gonna talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Less talk and more investigating.
You want to know the truth? We can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a
Chemiluminescence test.
I would like to run a lunar chemiluminescence test on the statue.
Chemiluminescence. It's chem. It's a chem.
Chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminal chemiluminescence test on the statue. Damn.
A luminal test. Ah, good thinking. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Aha! Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed Damask II.
Indeed.
But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damask II. So the charge remains.
We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real murder weapon, I believe further examination is required.
Ha! You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. Zoom in.
Has a nice shield in the back. There's a shield on his back. I wonder if that's supposed to mean that his back is covered.
Langxi says, those with a shield on their back deflect all enemies behind them. It means that he is ready for any blindside attack that may come his way.
Agent Lang, there's no need to attach overly complex meanings to such a simple thing.
Ha! You didn't seem to get Langxi's saying, so I was just explaining it to you.
The saying itself is what I was referring to when I said overly complex, you know?
Screw you.
Let's check under it, can we?
Probably.
With his sword drawn and ready, there's a certain aura of valor around him.
Lang Ji says those who hold a sword hold an equally strong will. It's said that the weapon one holds reflects the strength and will of one's character.
What if this was created as a show of the country's majesty? Oh, then what does Francis Whip say about her character? It says that I'm ready to accept punishment on those who would break the law. Why are you glaring at me? I thought you understood that I'm not the killer. I believe in your case, she wishes to accept punishment before anything else happens.
For examining both the Lang Ji says. For examining both the sword and shield on the prima duck statue. Cool achievement.
Okay. Now can we rotate it around?
Oh yeah. Whee!
What's on the top of the head first? Because that is obviously a fingerprint. I want to see what's on top of the head. Upon close inspection, he really does look like a lot like a still samurai. Maybe that's why you chose him to be the goodwill ambassador. I actually can't discredit our hypothesis.
Oh my god, and it came from Larry. We're doomed.
Or maybe a lot of the people this embassy just really like the steel samurai. That's absolutely preposterous. I don't think it's that unlikely. Mustn't go around denouncing people's opinions. And yet look at how easily you discredited mine. Not that I care why they chose him.
Yeah, we don't care about what your opinions are, Franny. And what do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint. Wow, that's a pretty big statue for a whole hand to fit under it.
Yep.
What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. Looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now.
Hey, forensics guy! I want results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me? Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir. Good! And, sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Propably's embassy? The prints belong to him, to Mr. Manny Cochin, sir.
Oh, this just got more complicated.
But that's... what's going on around here?
No, that's impossible. Each prima duck statue can only be handled by someone of that country.
I mean, that's a legal thing. If you sneak it, you can do it as much as you want.
But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, leads me to only one conclusion.
That Manny Cochin is actually an ambassador in both places! Or a secretariat.
That I think this statue is actually the Babal's prima duck statue. Impossible! It can't be! Larry never once set foot on Propably's soil, so he was free to go.
I mean, he technically did. Because he came out of there as the Steel Samurai.
That is true. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further.
Excellent. I love confusion.
The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Babal, and the Master II was killed on Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure, and the mystery of the great thief Yatsagarasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form.
You know, I'm still betting it's Ambassador Alba. He's evil.
Probably.
He's just an old man, and he's probably a kick-ass old man.
This honestly feels like someone is trying to start a war, not gonna lie. March 14, 9:21 p.m., open air stage. I lifted the Master's second invitation to Francesca and returned to Babal. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babal's statue.
Ah, yes. I'll give you some coupons if you want to use it. I don't know. Yay, it's Kagan! Mr. Edgeworth! He is here! I knew it!
It's okay. What's the situation?
Oh, it's great! Investigating is so much fun!
In other words, they made absolutely no progress.
I mean, she is the best investigator ever. Just ask her uncle.
Yeah? We went goofing off, honest, sir! And we've been investigating our hearts out!
Give Edgeworth like 5 minutes and he'll investigate more than you did it in the hour or whatever.
Very well then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation? We had a really fun time, sir. I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. You have permission to enter the Alabastian embassy, is that correct? Yep. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigations on both sides, sir. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. They belong to the lady under the pink princess's mask. The pink princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir?
A witch.
The kind that was also playing the role of the pink badger yesterday. Oh, understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. If I don't, then I guess I'll unload them somewhere. He doesn't seem all that is infused to go find her, but I can't blame him. Isn't that has lost their value given to Detective Gumshoe.
Brilliant.
Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore, either.
What? Are you really gonna throw that autograph away?
Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake. The Samurai's autograph scrunched up into a ball and disposed of.
Wait, what? What do you mean by fake?
Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged.
Wow, this is going really weird. That's not normally how they do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess these flowers are still a valuable part of this.
And the samurai dog is also still valuable somehow.
Wow, I literally just moved a little bit. Hey, you're not going back to Alabas already, are you?
No, not yet. I still need to gather a bit more information first.
So, do I just get to explore wherever I... Ooh, a ladder.
A ladder.
Actually, that's a step ladder.
Oh my god. It did the exact same thing.
No way! From their structure up, they're totally different. But of course, from a thief's perspective, the best kind of ladder is the rope ladder. A step ladder is much too heavy to carry around, after all.
And from a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being a dangerous during an earthquake.
Oh my god. Ah, so you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth?
I miss this voice.
Ah, you must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you like. Oh my god, leave the coupons alone!
And these are...
Discount tickets for our cafeteria! They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
Okay, that's actually a little bit better. I appreciate the concern, however, these coupons do nothing for me right now.
Why?
This open air stage, what function does it serve exactly?
Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract the extra bit of attention to Babal. I heard that tonight over in Alabastian Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. You know, maybe Polano here's evil.
Mr. Cochin told you that?
Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to.
Because of the fire the Yatsugarasu started.
Exactly.
Okay, I actually don't think this guy's involved.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's Alba at this point. We don't have that many actual suspects. And the two main suspects are the ambassadors.
Yeah, but I don't think this guy is involved, to be honest.
I mean, I think it's just the ambassadors. It's not Kay. He's dead. She's who knows where. No. Possible, but not likely. Dead. No. Yes. No. Dead. No. Seriously, it's just the ambassadors.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't
the
think
ambassadors
it's gonna...
and Callisto U.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be the Babalese ambassador. Ambassador Palomino, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Primidoc statues.
Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabas and Babel used to be one country called Cadopia? Why did I change the accent again? I don't know, I give up.
Yes, I know that much about your history.
Well, the Primidoc statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia.
I could tell that.
At least that's how the story goes. Your country's like half a decade old. It was bequeathed unto the king of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth.
So it's meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it?
Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue. Therefore, we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning.
Yeah, because they both are claiming to be the successor to Cadopia.
Yeah. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though, I suppose.
But if Alabas and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue?
I have no reason to believe so. The Primidoc statue is even more important now as a key to diplomacy.
I wonder if Ambassador Palomino knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. Oh, that could be really bad. Ambassador Palomino, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about.
Yes? Oh, and don't worry, you can ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I'll expect you to be coming to battle, yes?
Oh my god.
Does this dude just literally have a backpack full of these things?
More or less. Thank you, but just the one thing is all I require. Manny Cochin, I'd like to ask you about this man. Who was your secretary?
Sure, I'll tell you what I know.
Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador.
Is he involved in the smuggling? Or did he just
might
know
be.
or something?
He might have known.
He might have known and maybe was earning some money or something off of it. I don't know.
Yeah, probably to keep quiet about it.
Possibly. He was, well, if I had to put it in one way, he was an able man.
Oh, he totally knows.
If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me.
He totally knows.
Yeah, to think that a man like that had a hand in the smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Probably because I always had my eyes closed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings.
It sounds like Mr. Cogent had a very sharp mind.
Recently, Manny has been really busy. Since I became the Babylese representative at the Country Unification Council, he's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me.
I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council?
Oh, well, you see, had tonight's events proceeded without a hitch, our two countries were to reunify and become one again. What?
Okay.
But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon.
So they are trying to become Codobia again. Okay. I suppose not.
What?
So they are trying to become Codobia again. Fascinating. Master Palomino, if you would please take a look at this for me. The Primadog statue sitting in Alabas right now actually belongs to Babal.
So it would appear. How would you know that? I received a call from Miss Van Karma about this earlier.
Ah, okay. Then you'll understand why I wish to inspect Babal's Primadog statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession.
Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself, and it is definitely Alabas statue. How would you know that? I know because it's the real statue.
Oh, they know Babal's was a fake? And you're saying that the Babal's was a replica?
I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of Babel.
Ooh.
And I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. To say that we could not determine which statue is the real one.
Hold it!
Why are you telling me this?
Because I'm Italian. Well, because you already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Babel were to lose faith, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right?
If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either.
I never thought that by being betrayed by my own secretary, that the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic? Yeah, that is weird.
Okay, so he did know stuff. This guy probably knows a lot more than we've realized. Then again, he probably takes orders directly from the government after all.
I mean, he is an ambassador, so yes. They're having a hard time of cleaning it up after the fire.
I suppose we should stay out here and investigate the stage some more then.
Oh.
Perhaps we have to talk to Gumshoe.
Cement.
Actual cement powder stacked up here. I suppose they're for renovation.
Yeah, because I don't smell a drop of gold here, or any other treasure for that matter.
Okay, the only scent you should detect in a place like this is the smell of sweat. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, that was a pretty good play on words there.
Gummy! Don't randomly jump into one of our dialogues like that!
Were you eavesdropping on us, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, Kay really talks loud.
No, it's not like that, sir.
But seriously, Kay's the loud one. Well, maybe I'm just loud. Oh, I can investigate. Oh, I can investigate.
Ah.
Hey, do you detect the scent of treasure coming from this bush?
The scent of treasure? Not at all.
I like that little animation she had.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cute.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're totally not with it.
I'm not with it?
No, and it's important for both thieves and prosecutors to be energetic.
Perhaps for a thief like you, a little of energy is unbecoming of a prosecutor.
You really think so? That prosecutor we met at Gatewaterland seemed to be pretty active. He was arrested already, though.
Well, he's not a prosecutor anymore, so everything just naturally balances out.
Brilliant.
I think we have to talk to Gumshoe. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as good investigations, sir. So, what did you find out? Oh, well, I take it he has found nothing of any particular use, as usual.
How are you still a detective if you don't ever find anything?
Hey, Miss Edgeworth, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Palomino. Oh, and what is this something interesting? This, sir!
What the hell?
What the hell is that?
Wow, that's so pretty! I'm so jealous! That's a real treasure there!
Why does the flame burn green, Detective? Probably shaded glass. So apparently, if you burn the special wet crystal oil that they only make in Babal, oh, so it's from the same mineral. It burns this green color, sir! Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. I suppose this was like a ploy to force people to visit Babal should your oil run out.
Hey, Gummy! What about these silhouettes?
They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lands and said project your images. Oh. Silhouettes, huh? They're rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation.
Nope. Ambassador Paolino is the bad guy. He's very good at distracting everyone.
Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. You think you can do that much? You got it, sir.
Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Oh, well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner.
Ah! I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant.
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this.
I'm a thief.
I bet you that lantern and the green lights can show you what's made with the ink.
Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. Hey, where are you going? Are you headed back to Alabast?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Oh, I see. So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country?
That's the gist of it. Babel is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country.
Really? Kay could just waltz on through with relative ease.
Yeah, like Babel's been pretty open. I mean that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries.
I mean, to be fair, if you have an ambassador or somebody high-ranking that's trusted, they can probably just kind of go through with minimal issue.
Yeah, more or less.
Especially if there's a reunification trying to happen.
Yeah, like I did not expect them to actually be trying to reunify that quickly. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn.
Like, why'd they separate to begin with?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I am sure. Now then, where was Yatagarasu first spotted?
I believe it was in the Rose Garden on the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Albo is to give a speech tonight. At least, that's where I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared.
In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. The hell?
Okay, is that a can opener? Not a can opener, what are they called? You know the ones where you for like a beer?
I have no idea. I've used them, but can't think of their name.
What is it?
My guess is it's a guitar pick. Oh.
Oh, guitar pick.
I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There's a little water on it. How did the water get on it? It doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here.
I was thinking, they have concerts here at this open age stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find it sooner or later. It probably belongs to the ninja. The jamming ninja, I think.
Oh, yeah, he does have a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. I want you to throw it at her.
Man, that's old.
It's the bottle that woman left behind that I found 7 years ago.
Damn.
I thought that one day it'd be of some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time.
Oh
Would
shit,
it
we
lost
have a
its
dog.
potency?
We have a dog.
We do. Missile!
Thank you, I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. So now we can probably go to Alabast. Oh, you're coming with us? I think I'll be returned to the investigation Alabast now, but...
I know. I'll go back to Babel and do some more investigating there.
Ah, here's the Rose Garden. Oh, this is fancy. Look at this.
Does.
This is very fancy.